thoughts, because all of those thoughts are false, and all of those thoughts that you're having, it's a way of keeping you secure. It's a way of keeping you familiar with you. When you look in the mirror every day, you can't see you. You have seen an accumulated lifetime of thoughts. You're not seeing anything, anybody, anywhere, anytime, anyway with how he or she is or the situation. You're seeing the inside of your mind. You want to see the inside of your mind? Experience it with this tower. That's what's happening. That is the heart of remorse. It's God shaking you from that opinionated righteousness that you possess. And whatever your concept of God is, will shake you from that position, because there's nothing whatsoever that can come from you having that high-mindedness and thinking that you know everything and that you're supposed to guide and direct and control and micromanage, if you will. Okay, that's the heart of remorse. Okay, that's the heart. That's pretty severe. That's a momentarily apparatus of sacred origin shaking you from that position of know it all. That's what that is. All right, the tower is the heart of remorse. Now, what is the 13, 22, 23? Okay, we got a 23 going on as the personality. I love this. Okay, we got a 23 going on. Movement. But what kind of movement? This is going to be crazy movement. That means you're not even going to be able to count on what's happening inside of you. It's going to change momentarily, and that's why you have to keep repeating, I was right. Do you know that, and saying it to every single person who will come in front of you and listen. The reason that is because what's going on inside of you is so shaky, and you don't have a grips on it. You're not supposed to have a grip on it. Grips. How about that? That's a new word. Let me get that. Because it's grips. I know I haven't ever written that word. Let's see what that is right now. Starts with that 7, 9. It's got 2 7s in it. What do we got? We got that hermit again. What am I telling you? Come down from that lofty position. That place where you can't pee. You know, come on down. Get down here with the rest of us. All right? 16, 23, 24. Yes. All right. You don't have a grips on what's happening. The only energy that's going on anytime while you're breathing is a master energy. And it doesn't get with you. You get with it. That's the problem. That's why this movement inside of you and your emotions and your actions and as my mama used to say all the time, your words and your heart are not together. It produces crazy movement. Not only does it interpret the situation wrong, but it causes you to feel worse. And then what you do in feeling worse is you try to elevate yourself. Then you start bringing in everything that you've ever thought of as a memory to help constitute that you are right in your actions. You are right because this has happened and that has happened and that has happened. Okay, so we've got the 23 as the heart and the 16. 23 and 16. I didn't even add it up, did I, Mitzi? Get out of here. Just get out of here. Just get out of here. What did I just say? Don't you just love it? I mean, that's why I enjoy doing this so much, because as I'm standing here and telling you, I have no earthly clue what's going to happen 1 second from now. I don't know. You know, this pen may fall, this may fall, I may stumble over this chair, or I may complete the entire hour. I will complete the entire hour. probably without those things happening. But whatever happens is supposed to happen. And I have to get with that energy, with that 30, I have to come to grips with that energy. I have to get in tune with the energy that is flowing inside of me, outside of me, in the universe, in the ground upon which I walk. How about that? The food was coming to my mind. Anything that I'm taking in my body is going to come out of my body. It's going to go back to the earth just like we are. So it's all connected. Every single solitary bit of it is connected. But what I was saying with being ill, we're too ill, she's too ill, he's too ill. It's a double hangman. And hangman in the tarot cards is the card of enlightenment. It is the card of enlightenment, but it is also the card of anger. Why is it the card of anger? Because we look at our lives and we want them to be different than what they are. I said that word when we first started, didn't I? I think I said difference. Okay? But we get angry because we're supposed to be further along. Something else is supposed to be in our life. We're supposed to be doing something else. Something was done to us. We can't see our lives as the miraculous beauty in which it holds because we're looking for something from it. We're looking for something in it. And the omens and the symbols and the signs and the patterns and the cycles are so obvious we stumble over them. Like I said about this chair, we stumble over it and we miss it. The only way we see it is if we're driving down the road and a deer comes out and we hit it, or fortunately we miss it. But we won't see, we don't take in the obvious signs, and so therefore we are filled with anger. Now remorse happens to be, when you add the 16 and the 23 together, 23 was the movement, the crazy movement, the up and down emotions, the roller coaster, woohoo, and the 16 of God shaking you from that sense of importance. I am so important. Look at me. Listen to me. It comes out to a 12, which I told you is the hangman with the tower. It's enlightenment when you're in tune. It's anger. It is rage. It's beyond anger. It's rage. Because your whole world is turned upside down. What do you mean? That means when somebody says something to you that you don't like, instead of you getting filled with anger, say, contemplate it. Now, how could that at this moment be true? What is it that I'm doing that has been reflected in the other person to say that or do that to me? That person might have a point. And so you say, because at that moment, your feelings are hurt. Now, I wonder how in the world your feelings can be hurt. Write me a letter, call me on the phone, text me on that iPhone, and tell me how it is possible for your feelings to be hurt. I'm waiting. That can hurt. That can hurt. That can hurt. Lots of things can hurt, but how can your feelings be hurt? Now, first of all, you would have to be identified with some feelings. You would have to be completely absorbed in remorse. You would have to be. Because you're thinking that something should have been different than what it was. And that you should have gotten more out of the situation than you did. Because I can't imagine a human thinking they should get less. It does happen. But I don't think so. You don't see most people turning down compliments. Not most of the time. Or praise. And on the same token, most people don't turn down condemnation either. So, if you're saying that my feelings are hurt, then you're living in regret and remorse, and you're not present, because it is impossible. And that is why, with remorse, the hangman rules. And the hangman is indicative of you turning your world upside down. It already is. You know, you don't see what you see anyway with your eyes. You know, there are electrical impulses that are transferred and turned upside down by and through your brain's activity. So why do you think that you can look at something and call it what it is? Why? Why do you honestly believe that? Because you have an idea. You have a fixed notion. You have a goal. You have a lust of result. I want something from this, so if everything stays in line with the way I am determined to make it stay, then I'll get that. Nope. That's not the way it's going to be. That's what remorse is about. Now, what was the other word, Mitzi, that I was talking about? Oh, reason. Reason. What is the reason for these things? Oh, what is the particular reason? Well, first of all, let's go with reason. Reason. What is the reason that I'm alive? I know I have a purpose for being on earth. I just don't know what it is. As long as you're looking for it, and as long as you're saying that you're supposed to have one, you won't ever see it. The very fact that you're breathing and you're here, that should be reason enough. That should indicate to you that there's a whole lot that you're not incorporating into this existence while you're looking for something else. Isn't there some kind of country song? I lost something while I was looking for something else. If anybody knows the name of that song, they can let me know too. Okay, let's go with this one. There's that. Today it seems like I'm using this hermit to come down from that lofty position. Come down. You're too high up. You're too high up. You're looking down. Okay, you got this 9 going on. You got a 5, you got a 1, you got a 1, you got a 6, and you got a 5. Mitzi. Wow. I think 12 is going to take on a different, there's that word, I'm going to get to it in a minute, a different significance. Hangman is the heart of reason. Woo! So as long as you're looking for the reason for anything, you are going to be more confused and more angry. You're also going to be filled, that's what I said it was. It was harder than, this angry don't touch it. This one does. But we'll get to that in a minute. Let's see. So we got this turn your world upside down going on in the reason. So when you're asking what the reason is, and you're looking for it, and the very thing that you don't want to be, you better consider that. You better consider that for a moment. Because guess what? In remorse, it's going to move. Just like that water that flows in a mountain stream, it's going to move. You're not even going to be able to catch a hold of it and make it real, except that you repeat yourself over and over and over again. It's almost as if you're reminding yourself that these things are true, because they're not true. So you got to keep saying them over, over. So, 10, 15. What do we got here? What do we got here, Mitzi? As the personality of that reason. The personality. Now I know that y'all don't want to see this. That this is the personality of reason. What? The devil is the personality of the reason that I'm seeking for something? You mean I am making him my friend? And I am making him my ally? And he becomes the personality that I am using and wearing while I am wanting things to be explained to me to my satisfaction? You better believe it. You better believe it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's him or her. So when we put it all together, we get a 27. And what do we get again when we get a 27? 2 and 9? 2 and 7 is a 9. come down. Get thee behind me, it is written. Right? 9. All right. So, and it's also, you know, that 27, if you happen to be born on the 27th, let me just tell you this. Well, anytime you see that number, you are the magician. You know, being born on the 27th. I mean, everybody is a magician. Let me not make the people born on the 27th special just being magicians, because that's what we do. We cling to things. Boy, we grab them. We grab a hold of them, especially if it makes us feel like it's something we already knew and that verifies it. You know, we are so high-minded. Oh boy, I knew that, and that just guarantees that I was right. Right? Okay, what does that get you? You still gonna die? You still got to go to the bathroom? You still got to eat? You still got to get up in the morning? What does it get you to be right? On the same token, what does it get you to be wrong? Except that you attach ideas. Well, you attach ideas to being right too, because you puff yourself up. I knew that all along. That's what I said. And when you're wrong, yeah, I'm so sorry. That's a bunch of bull crap. You are not sorry for anything. You've never been sorry for anything, and you won't ever be sorry for anything. Oh, Mitzi, I got to write that word too. All right, so what are we in? We are into the word, do I want to do rage first, or do I want to do difference? I think I'm going to do difference first. Okay? See what difference it makes. I love it. What difference does it make if I put rage up here or sorry? It don't make one bit of difference. It's just the word that went on the board the first. And what we say, rage. And what else? Sorry. Sorry. You know, who sang that? Was it? I'm sure it was not. I'm not sure of it. You know that singer that sang sorry? Who was it? Who's sorry now? Who was it? Somebody tell me. Anyway, let's go with difference. Let's find out what difference does it make who sung it. You could sing it, Mitzi, if you knew the words. 6, 6, 5, 9, 5. Good gracious sakes. Look at those 5s, Mitzi. You know that's, it won't even stay on the table. That word jumping like a rabbit. Let's see. Okay. 14, 19, 24. Is that true? Let's see. 1924. Is that true?